Testing, testing, 1, 2. Hello and welcome back to Automotive Tales. On today's episode, it's going to be a very quick look around at the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show. That's a mouthful. So I'm here because I got some free tickets through work, and so I thought, well, let's look at anything interesting. So pick some highlights from the event and I'll stick them in a short video here on the channel. Right, let's go have a little nosy. Straight into Hall 5. It's got a Maserati engine, it's got brake spheres like the Rolls Royce, and it's carrying a tin of LHM fluid in a pre-designated slot. After all that, it's none of the above. It is, of course, a gorgeous Citroen SM. Look at that. Nice to see a fellow SZ like we've come down in today, except, what the fuck? While wandering around, we came across the live stage with TV's Paul Cowland interviewing Danny Hopkins, the editor of Practical Classics, talking about which cars they would take home from the show. So let's have a listen to their favourites.
I think, well, the first one I'd take is the Le Mans replica Jowett Jupiter, which is on the Jowett Club stand.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, it just looks like it wants a fight. You know, some cars do. It's got the number on the nose, and it's dark, it's green. It's like all those cars that your grandparents played with in the 50s. And it's beastly fast, and it has got fabulous Le Mans history. I'd take that car and drive it all the way there for Classic Le Mans this year. That's what I would do. The other one I'd have, I don't know what I think I'd really like to go home. I mean, I'd like to go home with Sarah Crabtree in her white Cadillac coupe. I'd love to go home in that. Because I mean, if there's a statement car here, that has to be it, doesn't it?
That's a true waftmobile. You get home in great comfort. I am going home in that £2,000 Jaguar Sovereign, so that's my ride home. Slightly noisy wheel bearing, but we will live with that. What I would love to take home is either, there's a bar harbor over there, there's a load of beach balls.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And someone has done the most beautifully proportioned roof chop I think I've ever seen on a Beetle.
Nice. On
a bar harbor, and if the roof chop wasn't nice enough, they then section the body, which is an old hot rod trick where you basically take 2-3 inches out the middle. I mean, it's so much work to do it.
Yeah.
And when you look at it for the first second, you think, that looks right.
Yeah.
And then you don't notice, and then you start to look, and it's brilliantly done. So have a look at that. I'd love to take that
When
home.
you get, it's like close-up magic there, isn't it? You get closer and closer, and then you suddenly think, oh my goodness, what have they done?
And I think a good roof chop is when you can't really tell, or you can't tell straight away. There's a Carman gear in Nick's auction that DC Customs did, which is like that. It's a roof chop that's so beautifully done, so subtle, you can't even tell.
It's an art.
Until you park it next to a standard one.
Yeah.
So that's my first car. My second car, there's a Fiesta Connect van.
Yes.
It's got a Ford Puma front end grafted on it, and I think it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
They should have made it.
They should have made it, and I sent it to Ian Callum, who of course did design the Ford Puma,
Brilliant.
and he gave it the thumbs up.
Oh, well there you go. Did you tell him?
I'm going to take it.
Oh, you must do that. You must do that. Fantastic.
Approved by the man that designed it. Well, I think, my friend, that's us almost on time.
We're done.
You need to go and...
I'm going to go and play my car. All right, have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Hopkins, a little round of applause for him, my good friend. Thank you, Daniel.
So as you can see, there are lots of different club stands for lots of different manufacturers. But as we're walking past this one, I couldn't help but noticing that that's not an MG engine. That would be an inline 6, presumably from an E-Type, in an MGB. That, my friends, is impressive. We've had a good wander around Hall 5, and now we are absolutely not going tool shopping. Not buying tools, yeah?
Not buying anything today.
No, not at all.
Not buying any tools today.
You can find a big tool in here.
And no sooner have we arrived, we've wandered around, we've met some people. I haven't bothered doing a lot of filming, but I've taken some videos, some interesting stuff for you. Now it's time to head home and actually go and do some stuff in the garage. When you come to these shows, always make sure you try and go in and out at least once of each of the entrances, because there's always an interesting car parked here. So here we've got a 2.3 proper Cosworth. Further up there in Hall 4, there is a really lovely Boxster S in that really sort of late 90s, early noughties turquoise metallic, which sounds horrible, but is actually pretty cool. So yeah, that's a quick run round of the show. I have absolutely not bought any tools, but I have avoided buying a car, so that's always a good thing. Right, it's time to take my clan back home. And we came down in the Duchess this morning, so time to see if somebody's stolen the Spirit of Ecstasy off the bonnet or not.
A few moments later.
Okay, no sooner am I back from the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show. That really is a mouthful. You need to make that shorter. And I am changed because we're going straight into the workshop to actually do some work on classic cars. And Greg is making the tea, which is great. Brew time! So you'll see the Duchess behind me. We've had her out. We've driven all the way to Birmingham and back in the Duchess, and she has been flawless. So that is great. But I've come back to something in the workshop that wasn't here this morning, which is not so great. Joe, my friend with the Porsche and the Beetle, this is his wife's car, and, well, there's the problem. And what's amazing is, that's not Joe, because Joe's had to go and pick his wife up. So, for some reason, Mr. Nuff has ended up with the short straw, and is now fixing his mate's neighbour's wife's car on my lift. How does that work?
Lucky, I guess.
I'll roll it down, put them in.
So Joe was really struggling with this. So what did you have to do?
Turn the handbrake off.
Turn the handbrake off.
Service mode.
Into service mode, and then just rewind the calipers, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like that's what you're meant to do.
Well, Vauxhall don't make it difficult, do they?
I don't know, Joe was struggling.
Oh, Joe struggles best at all, doesn't he?
It's a good job we all love each other, eh?
Now I can't get paddy. Yeah, it's dead easy.
Yeah, but I bet caliper hanger hasn't been cleaned, has it?
No, it's fuck. And is it going to get cleaned? Nah. Do you know why? Not my car, not my problem.
Not my. Very. Just like that, the doctor's fixed it. Bear in mind the van is out on the road. It is a little bit chaotic around here. So we've tucked the Duchess out of the way, then the Kia's coming out, then the horrible Vauxhall sweary thing is coming out of the garage. And yeah, this is not all my cars, by the way, but yeah, it's somewhat chaos at HQ 2.0.
It's off.
Why?
Because you're a f***ing cretin.
Oh, what did I take off?
Took the hangers off. Used to take top bolts out and caliper, it rolls back.
We fixed the car by sending him off to get his wife.
You undid them two.
Yeah, if you take these two little ones
I just
off the back of the caliper.
I just undid that one.
You slide it
So
out.
if you just undo that one, then you get that tool in a lot easier, a lot better, because that's designed.
This is what it's like when I'm working on cars. I screw it up and then he comes and fixes it and bollocks me for being an idiot.
Yeah, I'm okay with being an idiot. It's done now.
Oh, but look at me for 20 minutes.
Well,
Don't stall this one as well. It's brave. That's novel, I'll give you that. He loves this car, honest. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. So, more tool sorting up here, but the most important thing I have done to date with my toolbox, put my BDX on. So, we've got the proper, what do you call that, dog cage, dog kennel for my BDX Bulldog, and there you go, on the side of the toolbox. Yeah. Very.